I woke up to a voicemail notification from my own number. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Phones do strange things sometimes. Random alerts, delayed messages, but this one was different. The notification clearly showed a voicemail left by my phone to my phone. I stared at it for a while before opening it. 3 minutes long. I don't remember making any call that night. I hadn't used my phone since before going to bed. It had been charging on the table beside me. Still, the voicemail was there. So, I pressed play. For the first few seconds, there was nothing. Just quiet background noise. The kind you barely notice until you're listening for it. A faint hum. Then, a soft clicking sound. It took me a moment to recognize it. My kitchen clock. It ticks loudly at night when the house is quiet. I hear it from the couch in the living room sometimes. The sound in the recording was exactly the same. Tick, tick, tick. After about 10 seconds, another familiar sound appeared. The refrigerator. A low mechanical hum. It cycles on and off every few minutes. I've lived with that sound for years. I paused the recording. I was still sitting in bed. From down the hallway, I could hear the same clock ticking, the same refrigerator humming. I pressed play again. More background noise. Soft movement, like fabric brushing against something. Then a voice. My voice. It was quiet, lower than I normally speak, almost a whisper. I think they're inside the house. I froze. The voice was unmistakably mine. Not similar, not close, exactly mine. But I had no memory of recording it. The recording continued. There was a long stretch of silence after that. Just the clock, the refrigerator, the faint static sound phones sometimes pick up in quiet rooms. Then my voice again, still whispering, I don't think it sees the phone. The breathing continued, right beside the microphone. Whoever or whatever was there wasn't speaking, just breathing. The sound was calm, patient. Then there was another noise, a soft scrape across the floor, like a foot turning slowly. My voice whispered something again, so quiet I almost missed it. It's standing right behind me. I paused the voicemail. The house around me was silent. No footsteps, no breathing, just the faint ticking of the clock down the hall. I checked the voicemail length. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. I hesitated before continuing. Then I pressed play. For a while, there was nothing, just background noise. The refrigerator shut off in the recording. The hum faded. The room in the audio felt suddenly bigger without it. Then my voice spoke again, but this time it sounded confused, almost distracted. Wait. A short pause. Why is my phone calling itself? There was a faint rustling sound, like someone picking the phone up. Then the recording ended, just like that. No footsteps, no voices, just silence. I sat there for a long time with the phone in my hand. Eventually, I opened the call history. I expected to see something strange, an accidental call, a glitch, anything. But there was nothing. No outgoing call, no incoming call, nothing from the night before at all. Just the voicemail. The timestamp said it had been left at 2:14 a.m. I checked the voicemail details again. It still showed my number as the sender, my own phone number. I don't know how that's possible. Phones don't normally call themselves. At least, I've never seen it happen. I tried calling my voicemail system to check if the message had been stored somewhere else, but it was only in my phone, like it had appeared there directly. I replayed the message one more time. The breathing part still bothered me the most. It was so close to the microphone, close enough that whoever it belonged to had to be standing right next to the phone. And if the phone had been recording in my living room, then the rest of the sounds made sense. The clock, the refrigerator, the footsteps, all of it matched the layout of my house. Eventually, I locked the phone and set it down. I told myself it was some kind of corrupted recording, maybe a glitch mixing older audio files together, something technical, something explainable. I stayed awake for a while after that, listening. The house never made any unusual sounds, just the same normal ones. Clock, refrigerator, pipes in the walls. About an hour later, I picked the phone up again, just to check the voicemail one last time. That's when I noticed the new notification. Another voicemail. My stomach tightened before I even opened it. Same sender, my number, but the timestamp was different. This one hadn't been recorded yet. The voicemail preview showed the time it would arrive, 3 minutes from now.